Okay guys, so we just cut it open and this is the treasure that we were looking for. So I'm going to scrape this into the bowl. To carefully kind of just slice it off.
New life, new mind, all things behind. I'm feeling so brand new, baby. Everything new, baby.
What is up to all of my kings and queens? It's your girl Alexus Crown here, and we are back with another video. As you can see, we are in a different setting. We are in my kitchen. So today's video is going to be how to make aloe vera gel. So the things that you will need, you're going to need an aloe vera leaf. I got this at a Kroger. I thought that they would have it at Whole Foods, but they didn't, so I went to Kroger to get this. You're going to need some avocado oil, a bowl, a spoon, and some type of strainer that has tiny straining holes, and also a blender, but I'm not going to lift that up. You'll see it when we get to using it. Oh, and a knife. So let's get to cutting our aloe vera leaf so we can get the insides out. So we're going to start off with cutting this. Oh, you're gonna need a cutting board. Kids, don't cut on your parents' good countertops. So, how we're going to cut this, I'm not sure. So we're just gonna start off by slicing that off. Okay. Then we're just going to, all right. Let's figure this bad boy out. Kitchen tip, you're always supposed to cut away from me. So that's why you just saw me flip it around. So always cut away from you. So I cut the top off, and now I'm just gonna go about it in an angle. Slimy, the ends are poking me. So then we're going to try to tackle it like this. So you see this stuff that I'm cutting off, that's what's gonna go into the blender. Okay guys, so we just cut it open and this is the treasure that we were looking for. So I'm going to scrape this into the bowl. You carefully kind of just slice it off. So you want all of those juices to come off. Alright, doesn't this look amazing? So basically now I'm just scraping as much of the, slime or base stuff, stickiness or whatever from the aloe vera plant, because this is going to be like the primary thing what we need for our gel. Honestly, it looks like snot, but you want to try to get as much as you possibly can, so that's why I'm just scraping it out now. Can you see that scraping? All right, and this is what you're going to be left with. So now we're going to put this in the blender to grind it all up. Yeah. All right guys, so now we are going to blend our concoction. We're gonna blend it up. So the reason we have to blend it is because we have to get these big gel chunks, we have to get that condensed down so we can get to the gel, the slime. So I'm just going to pour all of this in here. That looks disgusting. So now we're gonna take our avocado oil and I'm using measuring, so I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon. Now that we have our avocado oil, I'm gonna take 1 tablespoon of oil. You don't wanna do too much oil, so that's about how much I got. I honestly think that's good enough. We'll eyeball it. That's what you really eyeball in this recipe. So we're gonna add a little bit of water to loosen it up, kind of. Tablespoon of water. All right, so I pulsed it a few times. I added 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. Now I'm going to blend it for 10 seconds. Now we're going to pour. That's looking real slimy, just the way we want it. Now you're gonna take your second bowl and your strainer with little tiny holes, and you're going to take your consistency thus far. So you're going to just pour. And the reason why you're doing this is because aloe vera has tiny seeds. And whatever chunks that are left, you want them to come out. So you're just gonna like press through. You see it slowly coming out. So you just wanna lightly press through. So this is what we're dealing with. So right here, that's a seed, so that's what you don't want in your hair. You don't want the seeds and you don't want the chunks, so that's why it's important that you take your time straining it so it can be a good consistent gel for you. So it's turning out good. So here I'm showing you the seeds and residue that we wanted to filter out the final gel. So I'm going to pour it in a glass container, but I saw that it still has some tiny fibers and specks of the aloe vera plant left in it. So I got this idea from Will on a whim. So you're going to take a pantyhose or a stocking. That's everything that's left over. You're going to take a pantyhose or stocking to do like a double filter. So you know the pantyhose, the fabric, it's extra like I'm going to say like tiny holes in it. So this is just going to act as like a secondary filter that we're going to use. So I'm going to put it in the bowl, and then we're just going to pour it right into the bowl and squeeze it all out, and whatever's left over as far as the tiny plant fibers or whatever the case may be, it'll get trapped in the stocking and it won't be in your hair when you use the gel. So again, you just want to squeeze all of that out, and it's filtering through the tiny holes in the fabric. So it's literally like the best filter that you can do. So it's catching everything that the strainer did not catch. And once we are finished with that, you have your final form of the gel. Now the reason I did this is because when I reviewed product gels, they have a strong alcohol smell to them and they dry your hair out. So I really wanted something 100% organic that you can make yourself, super cheap, not expensive at all. So this is the final cut, and after this I set it in the refrigerator overnight for about 24 hours before I used it. So now I'm just going to put it in the refrigerator, and it thickens as it cools down. So it's pretty slimy already, but it thickens a little bit. Now if you want to see me how I used it and styled this gel in my hair, get this video to 3,000 likes, 3K, and I will make a part 2 on how I actually used this gel. Again, if you want to see part 2 on how I actually styled it, get this video to 3,000 likes. Thank you so much for watching, family. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to join the royal family. I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to get this video to 3,000. I can't wait to show you guys how I styled this aloe vera gel.